Hey all, it's Nicky Batgirl D'Angelo, just giving you a quick heads up. I'm about ready to spam my channel with about 6 episodes of Let's Play Elite Dangerous. I played for 2 hours on Saturday, which was the Gamma release. So here is about 2 hours of gameplay, my first 2 hours in the game. Tell me what you think, and hopefully you all will find a way to back the game by December 16th when it comes out.
Hello everyone, it's Nicky Batgirl D'Angelo here, about ready to take off for the second run in the brand new Gamma, see down here, Gamma release of Elite Dangerous. And what the Gamma release is, I guess you'd call it Release Candidate 1, RC1. So the beta test ended today. There was some kind of big release party or release convention for the game over in Britain today, and when I get home I get Gamma 1 all ready to go. So if you were a backer of the premium beta, the alpha, or a founder, you're actually able to play. In fact, if you bought into the beta, you should still be able to play, but the beta officially ended today, so nobody else will be able to buy into it. So that means those of us that are here right now playing the game have a little bit of a head start on everybody. I'm kind of a little bit weary about this because I was supposed to have multiple ships, and I don't. I thought I had the package, mercenary package, but I guess that goes live on the live date, which is the 16th of December. And I expect a lot of you people that are listening to me today to be playing with me over that time. I have a great number of people that watch me just for Star Citizen, and if you're watching this just because you like to watch the videos I do, I implore you to think about supporting this game, about getting it when it comes out. And the reason being is that this particular genre, the space simulator, trading game, combat game, has been missing. It's just been missing from the radar map for a long time. And the fact that two amazing games are coming out that are supporting each other at the top. David Braben and his crew at Elite support the people at Star Citizen and Chris Roberts, and vice versa. So I think that we can too. There shouldn't be one so good that the other one doesn't make it, because if it does, we're back to where we were before, where you have one good game and it winds up going away because it's hard for one game to hold the whole genre up on its shoulders, because without competition, it gets a little flat and boring. When there is competition, things get a little bit better. So I started just a few moments ago on one run, took one run, made 4,900 and change, and then I sold some of the information I found in my, I guess you call it my waypoint between my starting point and this location, which is Jameson Dock. And it's an FK 2550 PLC. It's a Federation planetary system or star system. I went from the 100 credits I had up to 55, 56 at this point. What I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to go and I'm going to exit here because I just got myself a mission. And that mission you're going to find over here in this left. So this is where you'll come into most of the time when you start on this particular computer screen. I go over transactions, and you see right over here it wants me to go to the Delphin system and Kondratyev orbital. I think that's how you say it. I have 2 hours and 44 minutes to complete it, and I'm going to get 2,831 credits if I do. So what do I do now? I have to find where I'm going. Now, right off the bat, the first thing you should do is go through here. You should be able to find Delphin if it's closed, and here. I'm close, I mean. And here. And it is. It's right there. So I come in here, I lock my destination. Okay, that's good. That's the beginning. I face forward by using whatever UI. There are keys on your joystick or on your keyboard that are going to send you on different things. So I have an X55, and on my throttle there's a... On the front side of the throttle, there's an index finger and a middle finger button. The middle finger button points me back here. So the next thing I want to do is I just want to check starport services every single time I'm leaving, even though I'm sure. Kind of like checking that the iron's off, the coffee pot is unplugged, and the stove is off when you leave the house. You always want to make sure that you're refueled and you're repaired. When you are, you can come back here. That's the only pre-flight you have to do in this game, and you go and you launch. Well, a lot of times you're going to be on the surface when you do this. And this is an outpost. It's not one of those big spinny, twisty, turny places that you normally would go to. This is just an outpost. It's got 3 different landing platforms on the top. Oh, look at that. As that comes up, we get a nice little... did you see that? That was a nice little piece of... Look at that. Saud Kruger. That's pretty funny. So bulletin billboards that are... What is that? They have billboards that are pretty pretty prolific in there. Not prolific, but informative. Okay, do I have my... Okay, landing gear is up. Okay, so now since I locked Delphin in, you can see my mouse. No, you can't. See, just between the world and the center console, the center radar, there's another little round instrument there. I line up the white dot in the center, and now I'm pointing towards where I want to go. I wait for mask lock to go off. I hit the J key, and I'm going off to Delphin, 6.18 light years away. Now, you can't go to Sol, which is actually the name of our system. And you can do that as a backer, a premium backer or a premium beta backer or founder. But when you actually get the game on the 16th, if you haven't backed at this point, you'll have to earn a chit that lets you go there. Reputation, I guess it is. So here is a star that's already been found, okay? So we're just going to fly around it for a second, and we're going to go and see if we can fly the Kotyev system. And there it is, a Kondratiev. And we're going to go and lock the destination. We're heating up pretty bad over here. So we need to go and line things up. You can see the heat coming up off of our ship right now. We've got to go by the sun again. Okay, the star I should say. At some point I'll probably buy a fuel scoop so I don't have to worry about this anymore. So we're going over here to Kondratiev. And it's only 700 and some odd light years away, light seconds away right now. So being that we're doing 12.4, 12.5C, I'm going to back off on the throttle just a little bit because I have a habit of overshooting everything I go to. Not every time, but a lot. Alright, we can actually use our targeting system to see who's in the area. Wave Dodger, Novice, we're seeing if he is at all wanted. He's clean. Federal Security Vessel, some people we're not getting any information on. Okay, we would if they got close to us. Viper, of course, that's System Security Services. And we're just going to stay logged into this. Alright, so at times you're going to see what they call unidentified signal sources. See what I mean? We're going so fast we're probably going to go right by it, which means we've got to come back. You see that? That did not work out for us. Wow, that's pretty weird. 2 systems this close to each other? Wonder if they orbit around each other. Is that a moon? With moons of its own? What is that? That's a planet with an orbital. And that's another planet. Are they really that close? Oh my god. If they were really that close, wouldn't the gravity be torturous on the 2 bodies? Wow. If the system hasn't had any planets discovered in it at this point, what David Braven's crew has done is they have this awesome procedurally generated system. So the first person that goes into a particular system, the planets of that system and the resources of that system are going to be procedurally generated. If nobody ever goes to a system and then they actually find the planets that are there, at some point those will probably be updated because they're using the actual star maps that are around today. So we're going over to Kondratyev system. We're 18 million meters away. Essentially what we're doing is trying to close the distance and stay within the blue lines. Look to the left where you see alignment, distance, and speed. And when we get into about 1 million, you're going to see something that says safe disengage ready. At that point, you could either pick whatever key you put on your throttle or stick, or you could just hit the J key on the keyboard. Okay, we're pretty close to this one. This is a pretty big station. You see that? There's probably some kind of gravity in there around the globe. So let's get into this thing. First thing we got to do is look to our right. Contacts. Oculus Acellus Starport.
Docking request granted.
We didn't want to go to Acellus Starport, did we? How did we get here? Well, that's weird. Is this a well, okay. It has 2 names? Alright, we're going to 44. That's pretty far back. Alright, so we're going to go through lots of billboards over here. Alright, billboards are going this way, so maybe we want to read them as we go in. Alright, pretty cool. Alright, drop the gear. There's our landing port right there, our landing pad. And we fly towards the landing pad. There's somebody coming up over there. If you see him, he's probably going to launch straight ahead of us. Pretty cool. It's another Sidewinder. You see him? He's coming straight at us. Oh my god. Yeah, that was tough. That was my fault, not his. Alright. So, we're coming in. And we're going to set ourselves down. I'm a little bit meticulous with the way I approach. Nope, I just fly right in and then set myself down little by little. There we go. We're down. So I picked up something over at the other starport. I picked up a nice little mission that I can get. So I'm going to go to the bulletin board, and I've just made another 2,800. So I'm going to go back here before I do anything else because I don't want to spend all my money on everything else. So I'm going to refuel. That gives me back the full range that I would normally have, and I'm going to show you some other ships that are here. Alright, so there's a Viper. You can see that's going to cost 142,931 credits. And that's an Eagle. Wow, I do have an Eagle. I have an Eagle at LHS 1914. I didn't know I had an Eagle there too. Alright, well, we'll probably keep the Eagle there and try to buy ourselves a, I guess the ship that I want to buy here is not the Cobra. 379, that's not that expensive. Well, that's expensive. They only have 3 ships here. They have a Cobra Mark III, Lakon Type 6 transporter. That's a lot. And a Viper. What I'll probably do with this ship then, which is the Sidewinder, is I'll probably upgrade it to a hauler and keep the Eagle as my fighting ship for now. And it's all the way back in the other station, and I'm okay with that. I could always get back there and decide to fly that. I don't know if I have to fly there like I would in Eve. This game doesn't have clones like Eve does, or if I have to fly this there to be able to fly it. But we'll find out in another one of the other videos I do in the future. Here, Universal Cartographers. I don't have anything because I didn't fly to an unknown system, but over here I could find a whole bunch of information about different systems and sell it to them or buy it from them. Commodity market, as soon as I start figuring out where everything is and what the costs are, I'll be able to start playing this. But basically, what you do with this, as we go down to exit real quick, you get a gist of what can go where by looking to your right and at your navigation panel, and then going into the galaxy map. Galaxy map opens in front of you, and over here it will tell you this is agricultural society. So here I can buy things like wheat, you know, like grains, like fish, like anything that would be food or grown. And then if I click on another star like Ross over here, Ross is a refinery, so I would want to go to a mining place so I could bring food to these guys, right? To Ross, and then at Ross I could pick up some mined goods and find an industrial, right? This one's refinery extraction. So this one over here, I could actually find goods and bring them there. What's this one? This one's agriculture. FK, where we left, that's agriculture. So there's a lot of agricultural places here. Delphin, where we are, is agricultural and refinery. And it's the end of a line. There's no jumps out of Delphin. Or at least no jumps yet that we know of. Might discover some. That's agricultural extraction. This is where I started. That is agricultural refinery. Agricultural industrial. Wow. This is crazy. This one, nothing. Nobody knows what this is yet. So we could actually go here, set it as our destination, fly there, and go see what that place is about. Because it hasn't been discovered yet. It's pretty cool, right? So there's quite a few here that haven't been discovered. So when I'm going to one that has nothing in it, it just means that we can go and find some information out about it. Like this one right here. I could set it as my destination and we can go and discover all the things that are in there. We're not equipped for that right now, and I don't want to do that. So what we're really going to do is we're going to exit here. We want to make some money. And I'm going to come over to my bulletin board. And I'm going to look at... Now these are usually bad because you have to go and steal something. This means go somewhere, buy it, and bring it back usually. Let's see what it says. Yeah, they want you to find tea. It says, "Great news, Commander. Thanks to all the recent uprisings, we currently got a multitude of profitable opportunities available. Just grab an order and we'll make sure you're well compensated once you return." So that's something that I want to do, right? So I want to go get tea. So that's one of the things I was just talking about. So if I want tea and I want to come back here to this system, right, I can go over here, I could look over here, and what I would probably do, because we're in Delphin, is go down and look at Ross. I think Ross was the system that we were looking at before. So if we look at Ross, nope, Ross is not good. That's agricultural industrial, agricultural tourism, agricultural industrial, agricultural extraction, agricultural refinery. We might have to go a little bit. Nothing. Nothing. So of all the places to get tea, where are you going to find tea? Agricultural extraction. You know what? I'm going to take my... Where am I right now? I'm in Delphin. I'm going to go back to Ross. And I'm going to go up to Siren. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to Ross and up to Siren. Alright, so I'm going to exit. But I really want to buy myself a fuel scoop. Just because. So let's go to outfitting real quick. And I'll show you what the ship looks like. Alrighty. Come on, just move up and close up. Alright, now we're going to get a look at the ship. I should have an open mount on the back, I believe. I have two open mounts, right? Empty. Let's see if we could put a fuel scoop on this one. Heatsink launcher, nothing else. Can we put a fuel scoop on this one? Heatsink launcher, Cargo scanner, keel warrant scanner. No, we can't. No fuel scoops at this place. We can upgrade these. 6,800 for mining laser. Don't want it. Alright, so we're going to go off. Is there another one of these bulletin board things? Let's just see. Is there something else? So this is for a delivery, and this is for a delivery. Recycling scheme in testing at Gallic. Scrap. 8.55 jump distance. Fine. Let's decline that one first and see what this one's going to. That's just moving beer to Clark Orbital. We can do that and make an easy 1,000. And then after we go to Clark Orbital, we can go to this place and make some more. Alright, I think I'm going to do this, okay? And let's see what happens. This is going to be a three-way little dab into things. It's when I take on all this stuff, I usually get blown out of the sky and cry for the night. But so far, everything seems to be working well. Oh, if you've noticed, there's absolutely no outside views of your ship unless you go over to the equipping, outfitting page, outfitting service.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Yes, of course it is. And that annoys some people. It kind of annoys me, if you ask me. Somebody already has a big hauler. Well, they're giving lots and lots of money for these first things. Let me tell you, when the game goes live, I'd be surprised if you still make this much. So...
Target shields offline. Target shields online. Target shields offline. Target
Alright.
shields online.
I don't understand that. Okay. So where did it say we had to go? Somebody speak up. It said we had to go to Clark Orbital. Let's go. Alright. Clark Orbital is that way. It's 2.1 light seconds. It's around that other body. Look at that. That other planet is so close. Once we're not mass loss, we're going to hit frame shift. Now we're off on our way.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so I hope you understood. This was Let's Play Elite Dangerous while Nikki drinks a lot of vodka and cranberry. So that's one of the things that's going on right now. But we are on our way to Clark Orbital at this point. We're going to make an easy 1,000, and then we'll go off to that other wonderful place we want to go to drop off the things that are in our... So, I mean, all in all, this could make us a whole 5,000 by the time we're done. At Clark, we'll see if there's something over there we can take. Alright, so it's not going to push us too fast over here because we're so close. So we're not going to go faster than the speed of light. We may make 0.1, 0.2. Hey, I'm not even pushing this thing that was going fast. Alright, so we're coming into Clark Orbital pretty fast. We're coming in hot! We're coming in hot! Here we go. Let's make this easy money. And this was the reset, people. So when I said I didn't want to play Elite Dangerous until the reset, well, guess what? I will be playing this game a lot. I intend on not being harmless and penniless and aimless. I intend on being very good at this game at some point. So there we go. Safe disengage ready. Let's go with the Clark. Not bad, right guys? Who knows, if they have chi here and it's not that expensive, maybe we'll buy it here. So we go, we look this way. I think you gotta do this each time. I think there's a better way to do it, but... Okay, we're gonna do that. Well, thanks to those of you that are supporting me on Patreon, and those of you that are helping me get more and more viewers. I'm starting to make money doing this. So at some point in the future, I'll be able to upgrade my green screen studio downstairs to have more noise proofing in it, And when that happens, I will be able to move my computer down there and start doing these with the video camera on, and you'll be able to see my wonderful face as I'm playing with my Beats headphones on. Okay, here we come. Coming in. Oh, wait, we gotta get out of here. That's what happens when you don't do things the right way. The right way is you contact, you request docking.
Docking request granted.
And they did it. So the index finger on my throttle, on the left-hand side that I'm holding the throttle. So the index finger actually is the one that puts you right into reverse, and that's how I was able to reverse so quick. Let me tell you, it really helps when you're fighting somebody and all of a sudden you throw it into reverse. You could also go front, back, left, right, up, down. There's 6 degrees of freedom in this game, so maneuvers that you would normally do in like an aviation sim, this could actually do a lot more. You can actually spin your nose around and start flying forwards but facing backwards. It's freaking awesome when this guy's chasing your tail and you flip around and all of a sudden you're firing back at him with all weapons bearing on him. It makes dogfighting quite a fun task. So Starport Services, we're here. Again, always buy fuel. That's just the way it goes. We should have one over here. We got that here. We made 1,000 credits. They've got a couple of things here too. Galley purchase at the starport. We're not going to be able to do that. Like cargo transfer. FK 2550. Well, we'll take it. Alright, let's get out of here. We know that we don't have long for these two. So we are going to launch. And this is what I mean. If you look to the left, we have 2, and there's a clock ticking. We have to locate service goods. We only have 1 hour and 52 for that, 1 hour and 6 for that. We have to get to Wooden Gateway, and that's in FK 2550.
Alright, I'm going to throw a cut in here, and you can watch the following videos to see what happened in this 2 hours of gameplay in day 1 of the Gamma of Elite Dangerous. And thank you very much for joining me, and if you liked the video, please do think about clicking the like button below. If you have any pointers, tips, or anything for me, please put them in the comments section below.